of the 2018 Doug Les Report.
We're number one.
I'm your host, Bobby.
We're on a bender, baby. A 48-hour bender.
Needless to say, we don't need to announce who the champions are for 2018. We have two members of the Orioles, Captain Dano Towell and first baseman Maurice Haber.
How are you, Bobby?
We're doing
Thanks
great.
for having us.
That's an amazing thing. Unbelievable 5-game series just came to a conclusion the other day. And the standing room only crowd, beautiful day by Fireman's. And Dano, you must have been sweating it out because it was a battle. It was an incredible series.
It was a battle. It was crazy.
And I mean, you talked to me a couple of weeks ago. You were telling me how badly you wanted it. You've been in the league 10 years now, and you finished in first place, but there's no guarantees of anything once you get into the playoffs, even with a bye. So you felt that you were knocking on the door, but you really wanted it badly this year.
And it's crazy how difficult it is. There are years that go by that you always end in regret, and you end in, we should have done this. If I only made this play, if we would have done that. But the right team, the team that earns it, just always wins. So this was the year we put it all together, and we had we really focused every single Sunday. Very mentally tough team the Orioles are. I'll tell you that much. And haven't been swept all year. I think that's a huge recipe for success. Yeah. And being able to bounce back, stay positive, stay behind each other was amazing. Like, I experienced it at the craziest moment. Like Sunday, bring on Game 4 and Game 5 right. to have your most difficult games of probably my career. I tell you, the Z-Pack was in my head, something fierce. Something fierce.
And a lot of guys' heads are known for that.
Hole in my glove, want my niece to play third base. I was bugging balls. I'll tell you that.
Those guys are crazy.
But I tell you, just my teammates, just the team, first of all, the stars came out to shine for the house, and just everybody supported each other, and it was just amazing.
Yeah, Maurice, let's get to you. Your first championship since 2005.
Yeah, last time I won it was with Mo Shama. That was about 12 and a half years ago.
Yeah, we had the awards dinner at your house. Beautiful.
Moses Eastman was our pitcher.
Yes.
Going back.
And you've been in the league now 25 years, and you can see you won 13 years ago. Before that, it was 1999.
Yeah,
it's not easy to get there.
I have to tell you, this league. It's really tough. I've been in it for over 25 years. I've lost it 4 times. Now I've won it 4 times. I even up my record. And like Dano said, a lot of years end in like, I should have did this and I should have did that. But this Oriole team, I have to tell you, from start to finish, we were amazing. The captains were amazing. The players were amazing. The 12th rounders were amazing. Everybody was amazing. But before I say that, I want to tip my cap to the Z-Pack team, Naby, Louis Patesh, Stephen Patesh, who was in Vegas. Those guys, as much as we were battling on the field, off the field, that's something else. And I tip my cap to them. They gave us all we can handle. Yeah. And, one team had to win. I'm glad it was us. And Zach Ashkenazi and his team did a fabulous job.
Yeah, no, it was an absolutely incredible series. We'll talk about each game in a bit, but we mentioned how hard it is to win. Yet you have Stephen Chalou, 3 years and 3 championships.
Sully Towell, the kid. I don't even think the kid is a bar mitzvah yet, and the fucking kid won a championship. I had to beg for my first championship. So it happens like that, it really happens. But another odd stat is JT. I think he's in the league a long time.
Yeah.
I thought he won it 4 or 5 times. This is his second time.
Second.
So it's not
easy.
Been in the league
12 years. No.
Not easy in the YMSL.
Jordy may be third.
Maxi D, first time.
First of all, let's talk about Maxi. I think.
Wow. I think, that's the whole show.
I think across the board, I think that most people are happy for Max the most.
Everybody was happy for Max.
What he went through last year with a rotator cuff, extensive rehab. He was on a 2-12 team last year, not even playing. He was probably the big question mark to dictate how your team was going to do.
Yeah, I mean, the audience that was watching your show with Sammy Towell, basically said it can go either way.
We had the big question on the Meals of that.
Yeah, we were all watching that show, but nobody gave props to Max. But the only people that really believed in Max was Max himself and the Orioles.
Yeah,
and the guy took it to another level. his Louis Batesh, Naby's dad, called me up and said, you know, the reason why you guys won, he goes, my son didn't pitch as great as he could, but Max Yedid was that much better.
Yeah.
And he gave us kudos, you know, and Max Yedid was, his riser was working. The guy didn't throw a ball. I mean, Daniel said
his stuff's impeccable, but his mental toughness
Yeah.
is really what really playing behind him and having a guy not walk a batter in a game in multiple games is really kind of
the
crazy.
fielders love it, right?
Yeah, we're on our toes. We know the ball's going to
Yeah,
put
that's
in
a big
play.
thing when you don't get any walks.
It's amazing. He doesn't beat himself, and he makes unbelievable pitches. Z-Pack had a lot of runners on base. When we go over those box scores, 13 hits in Game 5. We think it's
Stranded.
crooked, you know, stranded. A lot of runners, popping people up, making huge pitches at some key times.
And you know, really, when you win a championship, you have to get contributions from all 12 people.
Yeah. And yes, we did.
And I'm telling you, you talk about Louis Franco. Kushner wasn't there this week, played big this
next man up. That was the Orioles motto, was next man up.
I think we were 13-2 without a full team this year.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you what
Eli Madelon, a great defensive catcher.
Unbelievable. Soul Towel.
And everybody bought into Daniel.
Jordy, I thought, played great series.
Unbelievable. His fielding was impeccable.
And JT, of course, in center field.
I just want to go out in the show when you did the matchups of the World Series, and you were talking about Zach Ashkenazi and Jordy, and I basically said, you know, Zach is a great shortstop. I have to tell you, Jordy Rameld won us this championship with his glove and honestly his leadership.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, I would play with that guy any day.
Yeah,
he's a warrior.
Straw that stirs the drink. Man.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Leading off and how he feels his
Well, we always said he had first round talent, you know, but he got him in the 4th round, so it was
steal Jordy.
And he came back to his old self. So, and then Shalou, of course, at short center. And it was just really a dynamic team. When all the pieces come together, you played phenomenal. I thought first base. You made some plays in the 7th inning of Game 3. That I
you don't want to cut this one out. Enter passer.
I thought Game 3, you made some huge plays in the last inning on bad throws and
Scoopet, unbelievable.
In the 7th inning of a stretch, I don't know where you got that ballerina move from.
I have to tell you, I was just at Vic's with my wife, and I was talking about it because I'm sorry, Rabbis, but I was at the dinner with my wife, and I was talking about it. And honestly, the thing that stung me the most was the Royals losing Game 5, and it was the same type of atmosphere with the ladies, the women, and shouting. And I wasn't going to have any of that this year. I wasn't going to have any of that. I just wanted it. And I said, this is my opportunity. And, you know, I did what I had to do.
And you got a huge hit in the 2nd inning of Game 5, 2-run triple, right? It was
unbelievable.
That was fun. That was fun. That was fun.
But, so why don't we rehash the series from the beginning?
Crazy.
We played.
So Game 1, I think.
We relocated to Logan Road.
That was
great field for YMSL back in history. And you guys really started right off the bat. 4 runs off Navy.
First, yeah.
It was raining. Maybe the ball was a little slippery for him. I mean, it was.
We had a good approach, though. We had gone to the cages. We had a nice little session the Friday before. Really got everybody feeling confident about where they're at, you know, at the dish, and we just approached it as if we're going to try as best as we can to take it to Nate. Right. Very intimidating presence on the mound. Yeah. Cannot dispute that. Has tremendous stuff. Just had to do our best, and you know he walked a couple of guys. He really did.
Yeah,
you know?
He walked a couple of guys with the bases loaded. Brought a couple of runs. They weren't really in that game. Game 2, a classic.
People would say we ran ourselves out of that game. You know, as much as people will say that possibly we stole Game 3 from Z-Pack, I think they kind of stole Game 2. That day, you know, 100%. That day we could have really swept them.
I mean, just one play alone, Nate Kushner hit a bomb.
Yeah.
And it was over, I think, Avi Dweck's head. And Avi, to his credit, was motoring. And Zach Ashkenazi ran all the way out, and he laid a gun, a BB.
Right.
And with no outs, you know, I mean, that could have put us up 3-1. And then the story goes that they stole that game. Jackie Haber played very well that game, you know.
Jackie
Yeah.
Havers played great the whole series. This guy with his glove
Yeah,
and
his
his
glove
bat,
played
it
tremendous.
was real. You know, these guys have they were a very good team.
Yeah.
I texted Zach and Nate B after and said, listen, it comes down to a couple of plays at the end of the day. It
Yeah.
really does, and it could have gone either way.
Yeah,
I thought so. They ended up winning that game with the help of a grand slam from David.
17.
Oh, that kid! I have to
Oh.
give a shout out to that
That
kid.
kid.
David Cohen had our number, and even Max was like, "Careful with him. That kid's gonna be a star in the league."
Yeah, a little
Star.
guy with tremendous power.
Yeah.
Plays the game the right way.
Really
Yeah,
does. And doesn't
say a
open his
word.
mouth.
Yeah,
Doesn't say a word.
A lot of guys came into the league not opening their mouth. And,
Not me. I came into it. I was opening my mouth the second I came into the league.
I thought the pivotal game in the whole series was Game 3.
Oh.
That Friday game. And,
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a
fun.
beauty.
They were
We
up
really
1-0.
knew that, you know, we needed Game 3. Game 3 was our elimination game because I don't think Nate B's been swept pretty often, you know. So you had to give yourself the opportunity to go to the field.
Yeah, usually
Game
in
4
3 out of
and
5, they said Game 3 is
Joe Torre,
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
That's Joe. That's Joe. I actually wanted that to be one of my speeches, and I was like, oh, they're gonna bring it to Joe Torre and all. No good, you know, too much.
So they actually scored early that game, right?
They were up 1-0.
I think they had a couple of guys on. It was like you could have.
So we came out and we didn't play Orioles baseball in the first couple of innings. And to Max's credit, he just hunkered down. And that Tadano saying, he got the pop-ups to the pitcher with 2 outs. He did everything he had
They
to
could have
do.
broken the game open with 3 runs that inning.
they didn't.
They got
And
one,
and they didn't.
and then you tied it up. And I forgot how you.
So basically, Al Zolta, who's been amazing
Yes.
all year, led off with a triple. Again, this guy's a
Right.
triple maniac. And yours truly came and hit a sac fly and did the job, tied the game up, you know.
Oh.
And then that same inning, Saul Towell, rookie Saul Towell, hit a squibbler to first base and run scored, bases loaded with 1
that
out.
was the go ahead.
And that was it. That's all she wrote. And Max took us home.
Crazy. That was Orioles baseball. We locked it down after that.
Al Zolta with his second championship in
Al
2 years,
Zolta's,
also.
another amazing kid.
That
So-
kid.
What amazing kids on this team.
Yeah, it was tremendous. So you came into this, so it was 2-1, and you came in. We didn't play for Tisha B'Av, so we came in extra week off. And were you confident coming into this game?
Very. We really were confident, and remember us preaching, you know, throughout the week. Just be prepared for anything. Be prepared for losing Game 4, needing to play Game 5, staying up. Be prepared for winning Game 4, being out on the beach at 11:30.
Right.
Be prepared for it all, and that's just what we did.
So to my take on that is it was really a long break, right? So we enjoyed Shabbat. We had a great time. And then back to business, we started talking about strategy. So everybody was telling me and the team that you guys don't win Game 4. You're not winning Game 5. And I even had my son, he lives in this house, you know, he wouldn't say a word. He wouldn't even talk about it. So when we got to the field, you know, I was telling the team, expect the unexpected, you know, because if we do, God forbid, lose Game 4, we have to just brush ourselves up and win Game 5. And Naby came to the field. He wouldn't talk to anybody and went to the fireman's east.
Yeah.
And he started practicing and he gave a look. I have to tell you, it was intimidating.
Yeah.
It's a little I wouldn't say anything, but it was intimidating. They were focused, laser focused.
And they had a chant. They were really.
Oh my God, jumping up
Yeah.
and down. And I was a little nervous there, just a little bit. You know?
So they were definitely had everything pumped up. You know, also to let's not forget one of the top playoff performers in league history, Stephen Batesh, was not there.
That was Stephen Batesh. We heard rumors that they were missing 4 people, and you know, they wanted to only play on Friday, and you know, we knew that we had to be prepared. And Stephen had a show, so sometimes. Business comes first. The guy won 6 championships. Let us have one, damn it. Come on, take it easy, buddy. Can't win every year.
He was actually playing his 5th straight.
He's amazing. That guy's amazing. Amazing.
5, but,
and he was the calming influence to that team.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, I thought Ruby played great. The Chamber, they didn't really lose anything there.
He's another rookie that's just a great player.
Great player.
Great
Honestly,
player. Guy has so much pop, great attitude, does everything the right way. Great teammate, you know. It's gotta suck to be playing against him. Tell you that much, you know.
He's great.
These guys killed me on Sunday.
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah. But you know what, Dano, we had your back.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, and we didn't even see it as that. I couldn't even see the others. It was just we were so focused. So
yeah,
it was all good.
You started off very rough that game, and Game 4, but you rebounded back. I mean, to your credit, to your team's credit, they hung in there with you.
But you did tell me an interesting story who you went to get advice.
Oh, my dad.
Oh, daddy.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's what dads are there for.
For sure.
And I'm
Actually,
happy.
your dad probably made his debut in YMSL.
Yeah, YMSL. Yeah, for sure.
I think actually your father-in-law was there.
And my
too.
father-in-law was
Wow.
there. Could you believe
That
it?
was his debut.
Yeah,
no?
usually a magician, you know. Now he took interest in baseball, softball.
Oh, he's legit.
Yeah, he does it for a hobby.
Are you
He's going to
serious?
Vegas for a show currently.
Wow,
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Cool.
He's a good magician.
Really?
Love that.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Fun fact.
Love it. Love it.
so that and the celebration continued. Unbelievable barbecue dinner afterwards. At,
Nathan and Sherry Towell and Jackie Towell, thank you so much for having Bobby Marabia there as well. And Mo Shama.
A plug for Abraham Haber.
And Abraham Haber did the BBQ, Abe's Beef Jerky, guys. But that was a great
It was
night.
a lot of fun, and Max Jadid. I really, everybody's been telling me how happy they are for him, and it was well deserved, and it's a long time. He wanted to win as a pitcher. It was just, it was great. All the hard work he put in came into.
I have to tell you, I know a lot of people don't talk about this, but I played with his dad, Ike Adid, for many years, and Ike was a gamer, and he won many championships and all that. But I have to tell you, I've seen Max pitch. And I have to tell you, he's right up there, and he can win several championships.
Yeah.
He's his own person, and the bottom line is this guy is going to be a star to come for a long time.
Yeah, he's young also. I mean, who was better in their prime, Yadid or maybe both of the two?
So two different animals, I think, I'm sorry to say that Ike was very smart. And I'm not saying Naby's not smart. I'm saying Naby has the stuff. But the maturity of Ike Adid, I haven't seen anything. Yeah. It was a true winner. Not that Naby's not a winner as well. So it's very hard to compare.
Naby's still, I feel, in his prime. He's still
I'm just saying
31. He's got 9 years
and
to
also,
be in his prime.
And Ike was an unbelievable hitter also.
And clutch as it comes. Clutch as it comes.
So, a tremendous winner. I mean, when he came
both of them are winners.
Yeah. So we look forward to a great year. It started off a little rocky with the weather and. But at the end of the day, you can't argue with the result.
I'll play in 10 degrees anytime, Bobby. If this is the result every year, no problem. You could let us play out there.
As long as the field's in good condition.
Yeah.
So besides celebrating your championship this year, we're also going to announce the awards. Gold Glove, Rookie of the Year, and all the other.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
One. So why don't we each take one, and we'll start off with the catcher. We don't need to mention the names. We already know who the candidates are, but why don't you just announce the winner for the 2018 catcher?
So the YMSL 2018 Gold Glove catcher is, drum roll please.
A lot of good candidates.
I hope it's my guy. Really hope it's my guy. Sorry, it's not my guy. From the Z-Pack, Louis Batesh. Way to go, Lou. You can't see it, but
by
Louis
the way,
Batesh. Great job.
God bless him. I got
87 years
for
old.
his age.
Yeah.
Him and Chucky, God bless them. I'll tell you the truth. To get crouched down for 2 games at
not easy.
Age,
not easy.
You pay for it the next few days. And,
that's right.
And he's a great defensive guy behind the plate. He makes plays.
The guy's a veteran. Loves the game. Nice guy.
He knows how to work the umps. He knows how to work the players.
Congratulations, Louis.
Very well deserved. Dan, I want to take the Gold Glove for pitcher.
2018 YMSL Gold Glove.
Does A.B. Cohn have enough games to qualify for this?
Yeah, that's his.
Wow. A.B. Saka.
Oh!
A.B. Saka. Mabruk.
A.B. Saka, one of the top, always been a great defensive catcher and a pitcher rather. And he had a great year this year.
Great year.
Didn't go far, but did it. The Sammy Towell Award for Gold Glove at first base.
My best friend.
A lot of good candidates. And Maurice was on this. Let's see what your peers think about you, Maurice.
I doubt I'm going to make it. I never do.
Let's see. I'm interested to see the result on this one. It's got to be a misprint. Michael Saban Solomon. What did he?
You can't even stretch an inch, this guy. I don't know.
Remember back in the day, they used to stuff the ballot.
Oh, my God.
You can't do this in this year. I don't know how we got the votes.
Congratulations, Mike.
Congrats.
Good job.
Wow.
Great first baseman, Mike.
Wow. Sammy Towell right now is not a happy camper. Maurice do Gold Glove. Second base.
So Gold Glove 2018 YMSL, a lot of good candidates over there. I know my son is one of them.
Yeah,
Let's see if I'm rooting for
Usually
him.
Lisa Carey would be
Lisa Carey, but he's not there. So Oh, I see an H. Oh my God. Jackie Spencer Haber, my son. The guy is unbelievable. Love you. You deserve it. One of the best second basemen I know, up and coming. And
I tell you the
arrived.
truth,
Brooke Jack.
he
Brooke
played
Jackie.
in the playoffs.
Unbelievable.
And let's not forget, he's a lefty, which is extremely difficult to play.
He does
As
He even played shortstop.
And he's
one year,
even
they were
he's
missing.
going the other way a lot also.
A lot.
You know, he had a lot of hits on the other way. It was that, you know, so he's all tools. He has a lot of his
Good job, Jackie. Congratulations.
Oh, you want to do this?
Yeah, do it.
Let's go,
Gold Glove,
Dan.
man. A
This
lot
is
of
regular
great
season. It's
Third
not
baseman.
playoffs.
Not World Series.
Right, it's not Game 5 World Series.
Well deserved. Nathan Batesh.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Little
Really
baby.
legit. I
Guys
came up to
phenomenal.
him after that. The guy doesn't make an error.
By the way, you
Does not
talked
make an
about
error.
lockdown third baseman.
Locked.
You know, we used to have unbelievable third basemen in this league back in the day when Jordy played third.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a
you
bunch of guys that were just unbelievable. But Nathan Batesh is a great third baseman, and his offensive game got much better in the last.
Can't say enough
last
about this
couple
kid.
years.
His
Really,
game, his
and he
game
also-
went to another level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's a nice kid. Really nice kid.
yeah.
It's got man skills.
Yeah, it's
Man
got to be
skills.
Lisa who did that.
Gold Glove shortstop. I mean, what are you? Shortstop in this league is
Mosham, John
Eliezer, Jordy.
Jordy, Zach.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's a lot of great shortstops,
Let's see.
man. Whoever wins it's gonna.
Zach Ashkenazi.
Wow, this is a Z-Pack party.
This is a
Z-Pack party.
This is a very interesting.
That's 3 Z-Packs.
This is a very interesting pick because it's probably the first time in league history that he's won Gold Glove at two
Center.
different positions
Wow,
back to back.
that's a fun fact.
I don't know
That's
how
a
many guys
great
could say that he could actually win.
I don't remember guys playing different positions back in our day.
No,
I don't
usually
really-
they move a guy because he
Elliot
sucks above
Brown-
him.
exactly. They move him to DH, you know. So I don't know, but Zach, you deserve it. You're a great shortstop. You're smooth as it comes. Great shortstop.
Honestly, to me, he's right up there with the top
Oh,
2-3
absolutely.
players. I don't know.
Absolutely. Guy is money.
His
Money.
defense is ridiculous. And
Ridiculous.
his
So that's 3
offensive game-
Z-Packs so far.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
all right.
No Orioles.
Maybe this is the lucky time.
If this is okay, so 2018 YMSL short center fielder for Gold Glove. If this is not Steven Shalou, I don't know who is. And here it is. I don't even have to look. Steven Shalou. What an arm. I had to go to the hospital 6 times catching the ball. I have black and blues all over my hand, but thank you, Steven. God
Congrats,
bless you.
Steve.
Congrats, Orioles Nation.
Actually, one of the key plays to me in the series was a bad throw that he made that he scooped up in the 7th inning
Oh,
game.
unbelievable.
That was,
That was game
yeah,
3.
the Friday game.
Yeah,
Game three.
Game
That was
three.
game three.
So
Yeah,
he
it was fun.
didn't break your arm at that time.
No, he didn't.
Gold Glove left field. Let's see now.
Okay, left field.
A lot of great left fielders in this league. So.
Oh wow, Erwin Cohen.
Erwin Cohen brothers.
Yeah.
Mabruk, little
No
ducks in there.
surprise,
Throw the ducks in
Ducks,
there.
No
ducks,
surprise,
ducks.
Erwin
Whack,
Cohen.
whack.
Tremendous left fielder, could also be a great center field also. So great pick there.
Congratulations, Erwin.
Congrats, Erwin.
Now center field, there's a lot of great center fielders in the league.
Second league is
Stacked,
it's gorgeous.
stacked.
I mean, you got
Stacked.
JT, you got Jack
AJ.
Abadi,
ABJ.
who else is down the line? Is top guys.
Jamie Dweck.
Jamie Dweck could have been in there. I don't think he's that level yet, but
Yeah.
ABJ Cohen,
ABJ.
Cohen brothers.
ABJ,
Left and center, left and
congratulations.
center.
The Cohen boys. Great pick.
ABJ had a tremendous year this year, by the way,
Tremendous.
in center field, and
He's phenomenal.
yeah.
Although we have one in the Orioles that is phenomenal too, but
No,
you know,
well,
can't win them all.
Yeah, JT's
JT.
although a little banged up, I think this year.
Yeah, his arm was hurting him, but you know, he was resilient.
His arm was hurting him, and he still made some great throws.
Yeah, he's great.
Who's yours or
Yeah, I think it's mine. So 2018 YMSL right fielder Gold Glove. Who's the right fielders out there? Who would you say?
It could be
got Louis and
Franco,
Kushner.
it could be Kushner. You
That'd
have
be a nice combo here, but no, it's from Locked In. Joe Bub. Janelle, Bubby, he is a
He had a
great right
great
fielder.
season.
He's a
Great
right
season.
fielder,
You got to
Bub.
talk about
Way to
Bob.
go, Bob.
One of the interesting picks for some reason. I guess last year did not have a good year. He went to the 7th round this year, which I couldn't believe it. He was without a
Steal.
doubt the best player.
He had a monster
unlocked
year.
in this
Monster year.
By
Monster
far
year.
the best player.
He's a great player. I played with him. We played with him
Yes.
on the Jays, and
Jays was
we love playing with him.
And his offensive game also.
He's
elevated
up for
that.
MVP, I believe.
Yeah, it was a great year.
Great year, Bobby. Mabruk. Congrats.
Mabruk, way to go, Bob.
Congrats.
Best DH.
You could do that.
No, I'll do that. A lot of good candidates. A lot of young guys. Usually it's guys that
Don't play the field.
Yeah, can't move, can't play, or whatever. But let's see who this one is. You still have to put big numbers up to get this.
Oh, wow.
Ruby J. Shahabar.
Wow.
Sweeping Z-Pack.
Ruby.
In his first year. Actually has a big fan club, probably one of the more popular players in the league.
I have to tell you, when I saw his name on the list, Bobby, I thought you were just trying to get the flus for the league, and you probably charge him double. I think it was $680 he paid. And I said, this guy can't play ball, but he's phenomenal.
Unbelievable
Ruby, I
player.
love you. I really do. You're awesome.
Yeah, it's very funny. He was probably one of the last guys.
I remember.
They actually, his son Abraham got him.
Yeah.
Bobby, you got to get this guy Ruby. He's an athlete. I go, but the Shahabar's not really athlete. Because I'm telling you, this guy is great for the league.
He was.
So we
awesome.
got him, man. I'll tell you, I didn't even know
I
he
have
ever
to tell
picked
you-
up a bat before.
I have to tell you, he should have been in the Rookie of the Year. He wasn't even on this. There was a couple of mistakes.
Yeah.
But that kid should have been. Yeah, I know.
We'll leave it to fan.
Yeah,
So why don't we do Rookie of the Year now? Daniel, you can do that. Some of the candidates were Saul Towell, Robert Tobias. There's some some good talent. David Buka Cohen.
Oh.
So Rookie of the Year, I mean, from how he played against us, I think he deserves it. David Buka Cohen, Mabruk.
Great
Dude,
job.
It's a clean sweep.
Wow.
Z-Pack.
Wow.
Crazy,
Z-Pack.
crazy,
all
crazy.
over the place. Gold gloves. All over the place.
It's funny we mentioned Jackie Picciotto coaches him on the Hillel team. Of course, in the Hall of Fame in the Deal Softball League. Says when it's all said and done, he's going to be one of the top players that ever played.
I agree.
That's
I
how
agree.
That's how much talent
I
he
agree.
has.
I think in the next few years he's going to go up there second round, first round even.
Yeah,
That's
wait till
how good he is.
he fills in a little
17
bit.
years old.
And he's,
17 years old.
the power.
That's amazing.
It's a bat. It's
Oh,
scary.
crazy. How
what
do
I
you do
give to be
that?
17.
I can't hit it over second. It's crazy. It's crazy.
All right, the Cy Young. We'll let Maurice do
All
that.
right. The Cy Young Award. Wow.
And listen,
You know who I'm cheering for.
Gotta be
I'm
Max.
really praying that it's our guy.
right, not your friend, your praying partner.
No. He didn't have a good year. I don't even think there's an okay. And you know what? I'm so proud. I am so proud of you, Max. Max Yedid, bro. Orioles! Max Yedid! Yeah! Hands down Cy Young Award. You deserve it, baby. You deserve it. Way to go, Max.
Now to beat the AB and the Cy
It's a
Young,
feat,
you
man.
really gotta have.
You gotta
He did it
have.
You gotta have
everywhere.
a year.
He did it everywhere.
It's amazing. Yeah,
That's right. This is a Max year.
championship.
What a battle between Max and AB. It's really very healthy moving forward.
No, they
The
always
league-
said that it's always good for the league. You have the Celtics and the Lakers have to be good. It's
What a
when
battle
you
we
have two
yeah.
great pitchers. In the league, it's great, and they're young.
And they didn't disappoint with the performances, going 5, going the distance, battling.
Yeah,
It's
it could be a
crazy.
trend now. Maybe it's these
Maybe
guys
Max
for the next
and
5-6
AB.
years.
Yeah.
But now Max is going to be like a first-round pick next year. I don't know. If, it's going to be interesting to see how that transpires. The Elliot Casson Sportsmanship Award.
Underrated award.
I don't
Underrated.
think Maurice should be
Yeah,
on
I
this
don't even
one.
think I should touch it. I won't even touch it.
And I don't think I should either. I think I made a lot of enemies this weekend.
It's not easy being a
it's not
captain.
easy, not easy.
Also, I don't know how we came up with some names, but there were a few candidates, and let's see who wanted this shit. We are some top guys in the league. I got to tell you, this guy John Eliezer is the winner, and I'm going to tell you, this guy, if some people out there don't know, was on an 0-14 team, the first time in league history to have a winless team. This guy came to play every single inning of every single game. He took off on a Friday when they were 0-10 to come. He didn't take it. He left work early, came to play a makeup game. And he kept that team for whatever, he always had a positive attitude.
So first of all, John, I love you.
Great guy.
Number
Congratulations, John. He played with me 2 years in a row. Last year, Blue Jays. We missed him when he got married. But John Eliezer, I saw him day in, day out on a team that any superstar could. You can't even fault a superstar saying, I'm going to the circus with my wife. I'm going to the movie. But the guy was there every game. He deserves his hands down.
Yeah. No, I never saw incredible, absolutely incredible. Some they had guys not showing up, and this guy was the first one there, and he busted his butt at every pitch. And
hopefully next year
very
he'll
well
be a captain.
decided. He's a great.
And you get it.
He's a great guy. He's a
greatest
great guy.
Greatest guy.
All right, so now we'll do fan of the year.
Why not? Fan of the year.
Why not?
A lot of
I
good
think
fans.
there's one fan
There's one fan that sticks out.
Yeah, I think it
often,
sticks out.
you know?
It's on a Z-Pack team.
No, but no, it's not just showing up during the postseason.
Oh,
You gotta be a good fan.
Okay.
Okay. Vicky Greenberg and Sylvia Jamal.
Oh, wow. So Vicky Greenberg's Joe Greenberg's.
And
Yes. They're always there, no?
Yeah, you know what?
Always there.
And Sylvia
That's great.
Jamal's Bub's wife, she makes she's
Sil, that's Sil.
Sil,
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
money.
she's big
Oh,
comic.
wow.
Wow.
I gotta tell you, one of the great surprises in the league, not because his talent. To me, Eric Greenberg is one of the
Yeah.
classic characters.
What a classic guy.
Quick little story. He wasn't even involved in game 4, and he came up to the umpires and go, "You missed the call. You missed the call." They wanted to throw us out. He said, he's not on our team. You know what I mean?
They got the umps.
But-
the ump said the two umps had a meeting and said we're leaving, and this guy. And I'm seeing this guy on the sideline going haywire, throwing juice bottles against the garbage.
But we fed off it, man. We
fed
loved
off
it.
it.
We needed
We
it.
love
We
Eric.
needed Eric
And
Greenberg.
honestly, this guy has a heart of gold.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I
great
love to
guy.
play with him.
Oh,
man. I
he's a
really
good
love
fit.
that guy.
He
Awesome.
is a character and
Yeah,
a
love
half,
him.
man. I'll
So
tell you.
Vicky and Sil, congrats.
Yeah,
Congrats.
Vicky Greenberg came to almost every game.
Yeah.
You know, gotta give you credit for that. The Joel Risky Award for League MVP. I don't know how your name was.
I can't understand that,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what?
true.
I got a trophy. I'm happy. You know, I'm thrilled.
Before we get to the final award, Maurice, unbelievable last 10 days for you, by the way.
Thank you.
You won a championship. Your son Louis got engaged.
My daughter
Beautiful
Nina.
daughter Nina
Thank
got
you.
engaged.
Thank you.
Unbelievable whirlwind. How do you rank the three?
World Series, baby. World Series. I love you.
Go back up.
World Series. I'll never forget it. These guys are my family forever. And I just love baseball. I love softball. It's awesome. So happy to be here.
All right.
So happy.
All
Thank
right,
you.
So, let's go. So the Joel Risky Award for League MVP. A lot of great candidates. Dana, you won the
No, do
championship.
it.
Sure.
Do it. You're
Come on,
Sure.
Shalou.
Let's see. Got some, could it be another?
Yes, Oriole Nation. Oriole Nation.
Salute.
3 for 3, baby. Way to go, baby.
To
You
cap
deserve
off.
it.
I think it's his first MVP. I don't believe it's
First
ever won.
MVP.
And the whole.
He's what can you say about
That he was batting 900 for the
Say-
first 3 weeks, and he had 2-3 home runs.
Like we
was
said it at the barbecue. His at bats and his pitch selection is amazing. He doesn't get himself out a lot. You know, he just hits the ball hard
Yeah.
always and makes it challenging for the defense. It's the bottom line.
He got better this
For
year.
a guy that doesn't
last year.
sacrifice at bats, that's very valuable.
Yeah, no, he takes every penalty. We even saw him do some little trash talking. This
Yeah.
I told him, by the way, they got the Shalou too. I tell you,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they took him out of
They
his
got
game
the
on
Shalou,
Sunday.
they're
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
they're good.
they're good. They took him out of his game Sunday.
actually, should put Rudy Shalou should have been fan of the year. Also, he doesn't miss
He's
a
supporting
game.
him.
He doesn't.
He's always there. You know?
Because I don't think
He
Steven
comes-
drives. I think Ruben drives, and that's why. You know what I mean? They come in a boat or something.
You ever notice those guys?
You know, Ruby.
They all come in one car.
They all come in one car. There's 600 guys in the car, and they stop at 7-Eleven. And at 7-Eleven, the guys are ducking. They don't know what's going to happen.
You have two Malak, you have two Shalous,
Malak,
you have
Shalou, every
Malak.
Malak, and they're speaking every language. They don't understand each other.
But guys, classic season, and the Orioles. What can you say? Unbelievable! You can have your name on that trophy.
Can't
For
take it away,
history.
man. Can't take it away from us.
And you know, Maurice, nice to see you got another one after 13 years, and hopefully you don't have to wait that long.
I hope I get one next year. You know, I'll take it. I love it.
You know,
Just so
but
much fun.
I think the key to success is not being a captain, in my opinion.
Yeah. Look at what these guys did. We just bought into everything they did, and the speeches were phenomenal. I don't know. I have to tell you something about Dano. I lived for his video porch voice notes or face notes or whatever you call them, and the whole team just wanted it. And this guy kept us together, and that's why we won.
Yeah, it was a great combination, you and JT. I gotta tell you, it's a funny combination. He's
JT needed him. He's
I always tell what I told JT in summation. I think today was, you know, we're yin to each other's yang, and it was a respect always that just turned into a love. You know, like we respected each other in the beginning, even though we battled each other on each pick, where we're gonna be, where we're gonna be, and then at the end of the day, it just turned into love. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It doesn't hurt that when you win, also you like
10-4. There's a lot of love. You don't love that one.
I love there. So thank you, everybody, and
thank you.
Great season, boys.
I just want to say thank you, Bobby, for a great year, and we'll see you soon.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good night.